perfectly in frame.
What is that?
You look like a tiny person. Just like...
Welcome to the Big Pixel Podcast. We got our little boy Jose with us today.
I should have saved that for after we record.
We did hit record.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, this is on screen. Just...
Well, hi, I'm a little boy.
It looks so goofy, dude.
That's so weird. It's like... It's only like a foot that I'm behind you guys.
The perspective shift is amazing.
Wow. That's a good camera, Bill.
It's like
That's
it's like we're Gandalf and you're a hobbit. Back before all that CG.
what's nice about doing it this early in the day is I can open
feel like Tom
every
Cruise.
window blind and it's actually not that bad.
He's
here.
really short.
Like, anyways,
It was
Tom
just because we
Cruise?
said the risky business
Yeah.
of Tom Cruise.
What?
And now you feel like Tom Cruise because you're short.
Oh.
There's a lot of
that
short
was good.
celebrities, and they hide it on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like then you meet them in person. And it's
Well, it's like
well,
that movie White Knight. I think that's what it's called. With Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. She's like 8 feet tall, and he's like 3.
I think it's Night and Day.
Night and Day, yeah.
White Knight.
No, that's Black Knight with Martin Lawrence. Whatever.
It's a good movie.
He's short too.
That's not a good movie.
Black Knight. Come on, with the comedy, you can't expect amazing cinema out of it.
It's been a long time.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
You probably watched that like last week,
That was-
and you wrote your review on RottenTomatoes.com under the screen name Auteur.
And you started off with, let me just say that I hate Martin Lawrence.
Oh, God. It's a good thing we don't have a lot of viewers.
Yeah. Martin Lawrence is one of those viewers.
this
He's
one,
gonna fuck you
this
up.
might not necessarily make it in to the show.
We'll make the cut.
Berating Rob for not
He's like
liking
chin
Martin
tight,
Lawrence
yeah.
movies.
He's gonna headbutt your
Fucking
chin.
Rob.
Make that intro cut after I do this, and then we're good.
I'm gonna treat you differently now the whole episode.
All right.
Because you said Black Knight's not a good movie. Come on, there's a whole sequence in Black Knight where he gets a bunch of medieval people to sing "Dance to the Music." Rob,
I don't remember that.
dance to the
That's
music.
just me. I haven't seen that movie. When did that movie come out?
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, probably like 2004.
98?
Yeah, so I probably saw it in 2004. I don't remember it.
Might be 98. Let's see. Let's fact check this. Let's see what his IMDb rating is for Black Knight.
IMDb probably agrees with me.
It's probably like a 5.4.
2001. Its IMDb
Damn.
is a 4.8.
That was close.
But most comedy movies on IMDb range between 5.
I don't even look at IMDb ratings.
No, they're worthless.
Yeah.
Usually ranges between 5 and like 6.5. Comedies are really divisive for some reason because some people won't laugh at a thing, but other people will. Whereas
Yeah,
with
comedy's
like,
one of those things where you can't really look at reviews.
It's hard
no
to,
matter
yeah.
what site or what critic.
because like dramas have like, oh, that's a good story, and you could objectively say, oh, that story was well told.
comedies can literally have no story.
Comedy, it's
It
like,
just has
well,
to be funny.
if I don't laugh at Martin Lawrence making this fat king sing an old groovy song, then I mean it's like 4. You know,
He has like a football jersey in the cover, right?
Yeah,
yeah, he has a
It's
football
on
jersey.
And like a
Netflix.
backwards hat.
He has a football jersey on the whole movie.
It's on Netflix.
He jousts
Yeah.
in like a Jets jersey. Come on, that's good cinema. Let's be honest.
I genuinely don't remember anything about that movie except that he goes to medieval times. I don't remember. Is he the Black Knight? Like I know he's black and a knight, but isn't there another Black Knight? I mean, that was the point of the title. That's why they called it that.
Yes, there is a villain. The villain is a
Okay.
Black Knight,
So I vaguely remember some of that movie.
but he's also a Black Knight.
We've got like 4 straight minutes to cut out of it.
Oh, we'll see what I cut out of this. You know what's funny though about what year did Shrek come out?
I think it was on the same time.
We got our fact checker on Shrek. Yeah, because I have a bone to
Did
pick.
you say on Shrek?
I have a bone. Wait, what about Shrek?
He's our fact checker on Shrek.
Yeah, we got a fact checker on Shrek here.
I thought you meant to say on check and made it fun.
Oh, no, I'm not that good. Let's see the.
April 22nd, 2001.
Yeah.
Okay, so there must have been a thing in.
Four.
There must have been a thing. Oh, so okay, I got a bone to pick with Black Knight, not Shrek. I got a bone to pick with you, Martin Lawrence.
You're a...
Around that time, both of those movies had a sequence that involved dance to the music, and it was a big part of the movie, a big part of comedic break. And only Shrek was mostly both comedies, but like a big point in like the climax of the story where it's like, oh, let's unite everybody, and then all the villains and all the good guys, honest people are like, oh, what is this? What is this beat? You know, and like they're playing the music on like old medieval things, like, oh, look, we could play the bass on an old fucking sword or whatever. In both movies,
Well, clearly,
the same
Shrek
sequence.
stole it.
Unless if Shrek came before it.
Shrek came before it.
Yeah, Shrek stole it.
Is that,
They saw their production and they were like, yo, that's going to be so good in that movie.
They're
We're
on
going to
set.
steal it so everybody thinks we did it first.
I mean,
just like Blizzard with Overwatch.
Shrek can get away with it
Oh, no,
by saying, "Oh, we're a parody on
they're still making Shrek
we're a
movies.
parody on fantasy movies." You know, people make fun of Shrek. People don't remember when Shrek 1 came out.
Who makes fun of Shrek?
Yeah, Shrek is good.
People hate Shrek.
Who hates Shrek?
Go to the internet. Everyone,
IMDb hates Shrek.
everybody. Oh, Shrek was good for his time, but yo, come. Okay.
You're telling me you're going to pop Shrek in right now and watch it and enjoy it.
Yes.
Fully.
I have seen Shrek 1 and 2 a lot.
I just like the concept of Eddie Murphy as a donkey.
Shrek 1 and 2 are great movies. Legitimately.
What about Shrek 3?
No. Shrek 3 and
What
4.
was Shrek 3 about? Is that King Arthur?
I don't remember.
Simping.
Shrek 4 was awful.
I didn't see.
Fun factoid, okay? And this is making it in, the final cut. When I was in high school, we had our senior prom. I didn't go to the senior prom. Instead, I hung out with 2 friends.
Loser.
But what we did, instead of just like, oh yeah, we're not going to the prom, let's do some fucking rebellious shit. We're
You
gonna
watch Shrek?
We went to the movies to see Shrek 4. Went to an after party. After, like, the prom was over, and everybody like, oh yeah, we had such a great time at the prom. What'd you guys do? It's like, oh, we don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that.
You would have wanted to talk about it if it was Shrek 1?
If Shrek had not existed in this timeline yet, and Shrek 1 was coming out the night of the prom, I probably would have skipped prom anyway, even if I had a hot lady on my lap. Come on, man. Shrek. Shrek 1 was biting. It was real biting fantasy satire. Cameron Diaz.
Mike
Donkey
Myers.
Loves the Dragon. Mike Myers. That was his last good movie. Did he Love Guru? That ain't good.
Oh, God. That's fair.
You question how good certain actors are after a while. Like,
I mean,
because the Austin Powers movies are fine. 1 and 2 are fine.
okay, that's true.
Mike Myers, Wayne's World, good. He was good on SNL. But then, like, all these comedians, like, hit a certain point where it's like, just stop now. Eddie Murphy's one of them.
Yeah.
After Shrek, what?
I think all of them always had the possibility to be bad comedians, and they all just happened to get good roles.
Probably. Adam Sandler.
But I mean,
Adam
Eddie,
Sandler's another one.
yeah, Adam Sandler used to be good.
His movies used to be great. They're classics.
Well, to be fair, Adam Sandler himself was never good, but the writing that he had was good.
He wrote them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But himself, like his characters, is like Seinfeld. Seinfeld was never actually very good himself. Jerry. The characters around him were really good.
So you're saying Adam Sandler's characters weren't the highlights of his movies?
No, the other way around.
No, I mean like Adam Sandler himself in those movies.
Uh-huh.
The characters he played
Yeah,
were not the
that's
highlights
right.
to you.
No, yeah, no.
So Billy Madison was not the highlight of Billy Madison.
No, it was everyone around him.
That's the first time I've ever heard that perspective on an Adam Sandler film.
Happy Gilmore.
Everyone around him.
There's like 3 other funny characters in Happy
Shrek.
Gilmore.
No, he's not in Shrek. Is he? He honestly might be.
He's not in Shrek.
No.
Is he in
should
Shrek
be.
5?
Maybe he will be.
He's
Happy Madison
directing
production,
Shrek 5.
Shrek.
8 Crazy Nights.
A Netflix exclusive or
I
whatever.
don't remember much of it.
It was pretty ridiculous. How long?
It's been a good bit.
It's actually only 10 minutes.
No, this is fine though, because I don't have any
thought it was fun.
material. This is fine. Welcome everybody to the Mixed Pixel Podcast, episode 8. As you can tell, it's a quick turnaround from the last time we recorded. A week in between.
It depends on when you upload it.
Not a lot has happened since the last time we recorded. Aside from some big BlizzCon news, which we will get into. What you are witnessing is a really large breakdown mentally between everybody, talking about Shrek, Adam Sandler, Mike Myers, the Black Knight. Really deep diving the film podcast now. Mixed means mixed, and we talk about video games. We talk about classic cinema as well. And to talk about that classic cinema, obviously, You guys know by now, unless you're brand new. If you're brand new, look, if you're brand new, there's not many things I could really say besides I'm sorry that this is the first one you're seeing. Because I think there's better introductions to this than what you're witnessing right now. I think any other one. I was going to try to pull out a specific one, but I think any of the previous 7, specifically last episode, which was meaty, it was like getting... Welcome to the Mixed Pixel Podcast, everybody. I'm joined today by Rob Traney and Jose Platenci. I didn't cut that, by the way. That wasn't a cut. That was me just
But now you're
back on the tracks. No. So this is a video game podcast. Today, exactly today. Usually when news breaks, we're not really on top of it the day of. Mm-hmm. This won't get uploaded the day of.
We are. We just don't get to record the day of.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Blizzcon had their opening ceremony today. Blizzard, 25 years old. Blizzard, they're 25. Almost as old as me. Oh, wait, no. They're older than me. By a year. Bravo, Blizzard. Staying alive. I don't want to clap too loud. They'll like blow out the mic. So you got to give it like a good slap clap.
Like porn slaps? That's definitely thigh on ass.
Mixed picks. Mixed picks. Mixed Mixed Pixel episode 8. It's definitely thigh on ass. Please don't leave. If this is your first time, at this point, you might not know what to expect. But we're gonna talk about some of the Overwatch news that came. Have we mentioned the Sombra ARG at one point on the show before?
Not an episode that aired.
Because did we explain to you what an ARG was? Because you were like, what are you talking in code for? Like, what's going on?
I asked about it, yeah, but I don't think we actually covered it.
I believe that
on the
was
show.
out of podcast. If we ever talked about Sombra on podcast, it was a show that didn't air.
The microphone isn't the microphone we should be using.
What?
It's a good thing we didn't get into any actual game talk, because it switched back to the webcam microphone. We have all this audio. That's fine. But I'm going to have to stop recording and switch the microphone.
What happened? It's not using this?
That's why producer Rod Wieners
Yeah, I don't know why it did
comes
that.
into play.
So just hit stop. And then actually what I'm going to have you do, John, is then like click the video.
Just hit stop.
That's what I meant. Yeah, you can click. There's always a problem, man. You're good. You can hit stop. We're back, everybody! We noticed midway through recording that, I wouldn't call a brilliant introduction to the podcast. I noticed it was using the wrong microphone. It was picking up
If you're making a cut, do you need to say we're back? When it's just going to be immediately after the cut?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because people might get confused. You know, they might look away for a moment and like, wait a second, everything sounds different. Like, he stopped mid-sentence. Like, what's happening? This is like when the lights went out. People didn't know that I went and gotten a light bulb. I had to say we're back, everybody. The light bulb blew out. Even though everyone had seen it. If you haven't seen Mixed Pixel episode 7, it's much better than this one. You can go back and check it out. The light bulb blows out mid-show. It would not be a Mixed Pixel recording if one thing did not get messed up. Kind of like Blizzard messed up their ARG for Sombra and made it really boring. So yeah. We all follow the Sombra ARG. Mm-hmm. It came to a head today, but we all follow that disgustingly long, patience testing piece of work Blizzard was putting out, kind of to build the world around this new character they were putting out. Initially, everyone was kind of excited about it. Oh, we're solving little codes, little hacks. What's in the code? What is this? There's a hacker in the loose. What's going on here? Someone's messing with our keyboards, you know? Like, this is cool, you know? We're getting involved in they're letting us get involved directly into the lore of Overwatch. Everyone's getting hyped. Then a countdown pops up, and everyone's like, oh shit, when this hits 100%, what's it gonna be? Hits 100%, nothing happens.
Well, even worse than that is what happens is a post goes up on the forum.
Oh, yeah.
And people notice that the time is going up.
Yeah, that was a
Time is
countdown.
counting. And then when it hit, it started counting in the other direction. And then when that ended, we got a website with a countdown. And when that ended, it was like, oh, here's an email, wait a week. And when that ended, it was like, oh, just a few more days. And it's like the parts of the ARG that weren't countdowns were really cool.
Yeah.
But the countdowns never ended in anything.
It ended up being to the point where, like, solving this was never going to get you anything that you weren't already going to get at a certain time. And typically that's what ARGs are supposed to do. Oh, if the community can crack this, we'll give you, like, I don't know, the game early, or the character early, or we'll give you special access to, like, a beta, or, you know, some kind of bonus to give the community. Instead, it was mostly just, oh, let's build the world of Sombra, basically. It was to build her story, and that's all it existed to do. And today at BlizzCon's opening ceremony, we got... It happened the exact way, not the exact way I think I wanted to go down, because I wanted it to be cheesier.
Yeah.
And actually, the way they did it was kind of it
was actually good.
I wasn't expecting it at that moment.
I wasn't prepared for it in that moment.
So, I'm sorry for anyone who doesn't play Overwatch. I mean, at this point, we're gonna talk about it for a little bit because the new character finally got revealed, and we saw her moveset. So we're gonna dive into that a little bit. But yeah, we saw the new character Sombra, who's a hacker with a really cool. What's that haircut? Side buzz? What's that thing called?
Sure.
Let's go with that. Side buzz.
Side buzz is good enough.
You know what I mean? Everyone's got one
You just said
nowadays.
buzz sides.
Buzz.
It's just one side.
I think there's a.
She's got like tech in her head.
I think there's
a name.
There's
but
a
I
name
don't
for
remember
it
what it's
though.
called.
And Natalie Dormer has it. Is it side buzz? Is it legitimately called side buzz? That's amazing. Okay, the fact that I could just
I don't think
guess.
that's the one you're thinking of, though. I think side buzz is an acceptable term. I don't think it's the one you're thinking of.
That's the layman's one.
But
That's
it
the one
works.
like you just use on the streets.
If you go into the barbershop and say, "Give me a side cut," they're just gonna flip your
Sombra's
hair
side
and
buzz.
give you a side
Is
buzz.
that what's your face from
Rosario
Daredevil?
Dawson?
Yeah, was that Rosario Dawson? Rosario Dawson confirmed Sombra in the
question
live-action Overwatch movie.
She can do it. She can be
Yeah, I think she can pull. I like Rosario Dawson. I wish she was on the podcast. Rosario Dawson, look, if you're listening, by any chance you're listening to this,
Every week.
you're sitting on a little, you got a little swing out there, and you're nice. I'm sure you got a nice house, nice room for us to shoot this in. If you're watching, let us know. We'd love to have you on. Hear your thoughts on Overwatch, if you play it. Hear your thoughts on side buzzes. What were you thinking when you did that? No, I'm not.
We're not gonna ask you about how much you enjoyed being on Daredevil. And
I'm not criticizing the
Luke
side buzz.
Cage,
I'm
This
a
is a video
thing.
game
the
podcast.
Defenders.
A lot of people woke up one day, like last year, and like, let's all get side buzzes. Everybody did, you know? Now the Dormans, I'll get a side buzz today. Rosario Dawson's like, wait a second. She got
She
one
did it for a movie.
I'll get a side buzz. And she kept it for a while. And then,
Well, she doesn't have a
Because
choice.
she had to let the hair grow.
well, what movie did you get a side buzz for?
Hunger Games.
See? Everyone in Hunger Games is like, let's go get side buzzes. We're all starving, whatever. You know, it's like, what's going on with the side buzz? Now Sombра's got a side buzz. Oh, let's segue that into her visuals.
Sombra kind of makes sense
Yeah.
to have the side buzz,
No.
the whole tech look.
I'm cool with the side buzz with Sombra.
Skrillex. I'm surprised she doesn't have gauges.
So initially, when
Like
you're
small
first
gauges.
when you're first looking up Sombra, you're gonna look at her design. What do you guys think of her visually?
I like her.
I think design's really cool.
It's really cool looking. It's a really neat contrast of like her being like a kind of like a dark character, not I don't mean like skin, but like her character herself, and like having those like bright neon
Yeah.
pink streaks around, which is it almost makes me think of like Tron when they're on the bikes.
Yeah.
So like it's very cool, and then like,
Very-
you have those little accents of like green and
Very
stuff going
clearly
around.
technology based.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like she's a computer herself.
Yeah.
Ooh, sick analysis.
Yeah, baby. I like
Maybe
Sombra.
she's got omnic implants.
She is a computer. I like it. Or she just got a power glove on that just, you know,
Hey.
that's what seems like she's doing everything with, you know?
Yeah, these things come out of her gloves like fingernails. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that
they're her
looks
fingernails.
badass.
They're her gloves fingernails, and these strings that come out that she uses to hack things. And it looks really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping some of that animation is part of,
I imagine
when
so,
she does
yeah.
stuff in the
I
game.
imagine when she's like hacking individual people, the little purple webs come out
Yeah.
and she's like,
Oh,
I bet
it
you
was
she
in the
gets
video.
along with
Yeah,
Lucio.
they come right out.
what's up?
But she gets along with Lucio
Why?
because he's a DJ.
He makes
So
sick
she
beats.
obviously is into the whole thing. No, I'm being serious. But she has some cool dialogue with Lucio. Lucio's like, no, I don't like you because of the whole. Because of the whole.
You keep hacking my turntable. What are you doing?
The whole.
I was trying to turn it this way, and you made it turn the
You
other
keep
way.
putting on polka.
Polka?
There might be a polka character. You never know.
That'd be cool.
What's the polka dance called? Doing the polka? Let's do the polka! Come on! Lots of different personalities in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Old guy getting in there. See him do his ultimate, and he starts coming in doing the polka.
That'd be really
We gotta get the fuck out! Everyone get the fuck out! He's doing the polka! Let's do the polka! and then
It just makes everybody uncontrollably dance. You lose control of your character
Everyone
completely.
just starts doing the
He's
polka.
incredibly overpowered and nobody cares.
He's like 90 years old.
That'll be one of the.
He's got a unicycle and an accordion. He just rolls.
That's
in.
what he uses his ult.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He has to stay around that area. It's area based.
You have to balance like in Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Okay. So.
This is better than the last moments of the ARG already.
Well, when we start getting a polka-based ARG, where it's like, you know, they give out little weird hack sound bites of like mixed up polka music. What's going on? And the community pieces it together. It's like it's a polka ARG, and Jeff Kaplan shows up in a polka suit on Dev. What could it mean? Back to the
Jeff Kaplan shows up in leader.
We're back to Kojima again. Like, what does that mean? Like, you know, like,
He's eating Halishki.
a polka dotted. I could use some Halishki right now. This Halishki is the noodles and cabbage, right?
Yeah.
Halupki is like the porcupine wrapped in with the pigs in a blanket. That's kind of what they call that. But anyway, so visually, Sombra is like eye grabbing initially. You look at her. I mean, we saw her design weeks ago when it leaked.
Yeah, we saw the art leak.
Which is unfortunate for them, but at the same time, I think it fit the ARG. We talked about this. So visually, she's great. Personality-wise, we get to see a lot of that in the short. For anyone who doesn't know, Overwatch likes to kind of dish out their lore in the form of animated shorts and
They're really good.
comics and all these things. And the animated shorts are brilliantly made.
Are the comics out?
There's some side comics.
Side
There's
comics,
a full
yeah.
graphic novel coming.
That's out in April, right? I think it's
something
April?
like that. Yeah.
Because I want to actually read
Day
that.
one. I hope they have a
for sure.
hardcover. I hope they have a
They
hardcover
mentioned
version.
they're open to doing a Netflix thing too.
What?
Somebody at Blizzard said they're open because the Skylanders has a Netflix series that apparently is good.
There you go,
I mean, for
Rosario
kids.
Dawson.
So
I assume
I doubt it'd be live.
I assume
action.
it'd be, or they do some weird shit where it's like a mix of live action and animated, and like you got an animated Winston walk in, but then Rosario Dawson's like, "What up, Winston?" And
Like a fucking 90s arcade game.
nothing much, Rosario. That's her real name. Isn't it?
Yes.
Anyway, so we see her personality in the short. She's very fun, actually. Like she's a villain, and like she's involved with Reaper and Widowmaker, and like those characters. Like Reaper's like the total edgelord. The dude's straight out of a Hot Topic bathroom. Like.
I think he's just been taking a dump on the floor.
Wash your hands before you touch my Fallout Boy final. You know, so you know it would be natural. Like, oh, Sombra would come on and be like, you know, like, oh, Anonymous, we're Legion, we're a hacker, baby, Edge, you know, all that shit that you expect out of like hacker fiction. But instead we got like a pretty playful character, actually.
Which I think that's kind of like the thing with hackers currently.
What?
That's like Mr. Robot, Watch Dogs, like hackers having this like. I actually don't know anything about Mr. Robot. I just said that. Having this
No,
sort
Mr.
of like
Robot's like the
upbeat
total
sort of
opposite.
personality. I thought he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Robot's
But
like
it's definitely Mr. Robot was
yeah,
meta.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But it is a I don't want to say meta because that's not the right word, but it is a thing with like
It's the
Hackers.
good. It's the good comments, the funny
the good
comments
end,
that you
yeah.
see in Reddit. That's what like that. That's the image that people usually portray
Yeah.
of like hackers these days. Like they're just like, we don't care. We're doing it for fun.
when like typically the dudes who are doing these stupid fucking hacks are like these ugly looking pudgy ass dudes from Russia with a totally bald head and no eyebrows.
and a full Adidas tracksuit.
Look, if we get our YouTube DDoS whatever, have you seen the guy who like coordinated the Lizard Squad attack on PSN last year or whatever? But dude looks like they made him out of dough. Like his head he has no eyebrows. He's like no hair. He's so white. He's as white as his fucking cup. And like look at the picture. Like this guy ruined my Christmas. Like this weird looking fucking powdery.
Does he look like those guys from Alice in Wonderland? What's the name of the Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
Does he look like those thumb guys from Spy Kids?
I don't remember either of those references. I'm trying to imagine him. Like I laughed. I'm like,
Well, just so you can imagine, the
forgot what
thumb,
they
the
look
thumb
like.
guys from Spy Kids,
Those two-
all their
those two,
limbs,
like,
all their limbs
fat
and heads
twins.
are giant thumbs.
a combination of those two.
Yeah.
There we go. So yeah, in the short, we see.
He remembers like camera guys' names, but characters.
There we go. Yeah, a little wider than that though.
Like
as white as his cup.
It's like the one from with the Johnny Depp movie.
Oh, those ones. To the Tim Burton movie where everybody
yeah.
looks like they're pale and
Yeah.
There we go. Yes, that's a spitting image of him. He's modeled his image. He's a big Tim Burton fan. It makes sense.
He was born looking
put
totally
that on
different. He's
the
like,
screen.
I really like Tim Burton.
I'll put that image on the screen. Send me that. Send me that image to my phone when you get the chance. That is that. I'll put an image up right now when as you guys are watching this. I'll have an image up of the Lizard Squad guy and a picture of the Tim Burton guy. I was one of that guy, and I'll shit you not. Like right now, I'm like, oh, Bill's making it funny. No, I swear to God, they look exactly the same. I'm so excited to edit this now. Anyway, so in typical Blizzard fashion, the animated short revealing Sombra, which is called Infiltration. You can check it on YouTube. I won't link it down below. You can find it. It has millions of views. I'm sure you've seen it. If you follow anybody on the internet, you've seen it already. Everyone tweeted the word "boop" the minute the short ended.
Just ignore it.
I brought back my old classic text tone. Which
Don't acknowledge it.
It never appeared on the podcast before.
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Yeah.
So Sombra.
So Sombra, the animated short. Typically with their animated shorts, we've never really seen one reveal a new character before, though. They've all been for pre-existing characters, typically. Like, we didn't get one for Anna or anything like that. They kind of said, oh, here's Anna. Here's what she does.
I mean, they gave us some story, but it wasn't an animated short.
Yeah. So with Sombra, we get to see, like, before we had seen her abilities, which we'll get to in a minute, we got to kind of see her, like, maneuver through this operation she's on with Reaper and Widowmaker to break into Volsky Industries. And we kind of get little previews of her moves and stuff, which was cool to kind of figure out, like, oh, what's she doing there with her little webby fingers? Like, what's that? Oh, she's typing on a thing. Oh, man, she just turned that guy into uselessness. You know?
She shut those turrets. Yeah. Turned invisible.
You guys both saw it, right? Yeah, you watched it before we did this. You watched it earlier, too. What do you guys think of the short?
Beautiful, as usual.
Obviously. I don't know if I asked you guys that.
Those shorts, all the Blizzard shorts look so nice that I almost cry.
You cried at the Sombra short?
I didn't cry. Almost, I said.
You cried when she went boop? I wish he was here.
That's it. That's what pushed me over the edge. It's like,
oh,
God.
I wish you would boop me. Boop. Please boop me, baby. Please boop me.
That just sounds terrible.
That's a thing. There's definitely, I don't know what it is, but that's definitely a thing.
Boop me, baby?
Yep.
We got
our fact checker.
I always like when we have the behind the scenes people in the back so they can do this stuff for us. It adds a studio dynamic.
Now we're going meta.
Boop me, baby.
Just Urban Dictionary boop.
Anyway, so yeah, we see Sombra in the short. Like, she's with Reaper and Widowmaker, but we just get a really nice cami tank top with Betty Boop on. Boop me, baby.
I wonder if that was like a slogan they tried using in the 90s.
Yeah. Yo,
sell more Betty Boop.
Boop me, baby. Get the new Betty Boop cami top for your wife. Maybe she'll boop you too. Anyway, so we get this short. And she's obviously on and she's teamed up. You initially watch it and you're like, oh man, look at this trio. It's Reaper, Widowmaker, and Sombra. I forgot her name for a moment. We got Booper coming in with Reaper and Widowmaker ready to kick some ass. Like, oh man.
And when you watch the video, you'll know exactly what we're talking about because Bill's not going to spoil it for you.
What's that part?
Just pause this, watch the
entire video.
Come back.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Well, I mean. Yeah, okay. I won't go into details what happens in the plot of the anime show if you really care about that. But I mean, like, it's 6 minutes. I mean, okay. Anyway, we'll move on to what she does. I was gonna say though. I mean, you can read her bio and see she has motivations of her own. You know what I mean? Whatever. Shit. Anyway, so throughout the short, you can see her kind of use her moves and stuff like that. We did not long after the short came up. We got to see her move. This is what I've been just. It's all I needed. I didn't need the stupid ARG. I didn't even know what she looked like. In Overwatch, what's most important is the characters' kits and their movesets and stuff like that. And like, I love seeing the way everything synergizes. I love seeing the way everything plays off each other. I love seeing the way everything counters each other. So waiting to see a new character's set of moves is always so exciting. You know, that's what's exciting to me. I think that's what's exciting for people when they anticipate a Smash Brothers character or a new MOBA character or whatever. They want to see how it's going to shake up the game. Like, who is it going to counter? You know, this and that. And one of the big complaints we've all had over the months playing Overwatch as well, there's really no hard counter for Zarya. There's really, you can shoot Reinhardt's shield, but it ruins a lot of fucking ultimates. No more will Reinhardt stop D.Va with Sombra on her side. So, Sombra's moves... oh, shit, I don't have them up on a list. Do you remember them by heart?
Oh, yeah. By heart. By heart. Here we go. Submachine gun. Sombra's got a submachine gun.
So Sombra's
regular move.
She's an offensive character before we
Yes.
get into this.
And when she runs, she holds her machine gun out, and then she just holds her hand like this. As she runs, she's...
Yeah, she got that hack glove ready.
Yeah.
She's always like, you know, fondling the hat nuts.
She's ready to boop you, baby.
I'm not sure if I'm remorseful anymore that this would be someone's first Mixed Pixel podcast. I think I'm grateful.
This is going to be Martin Lawrence's first Mixed Pixel podcast.
Alright, we got the moves up.
Him and Rosario Dawson.
Yeah,
are
this
gonna
is
watch
either
at the same
second
time.
move. That is the second move, right? Yeah. It's a machine pistol. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not a submachine gun.
You just booped it up.
I pooped it up. Second one is hack. Yeah.
It just...
I know. Sombra's gonna hack you.
We got this hacker character.
Refresh my memory. What does hack
Her
do?
move is hack, and hack,
It hacks.
she hacks enemies to temporarily stop them from using abilities. So, presumably that means any abilities. Like, Roadhog can't throw a hook while he's hacked. I assume
Yeah.
he can still shoot,
Yeah, the
but
video.
you can't use abilities.
Yeah, there's like little gifs of them.
That's
of the
individual
moves.
characters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
One character at a time.
You walk up and you boop them.
Interestingly,
I bet you she says that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I bet you. You know how like characters have voice lines when they use
Yeah, yeah.
moves? I bet you can unlock a boop one when she does stuff.
I'm sure.
Like hack them and then go boop. Blizzard.
That's a good counter to
Interestingly,
make.
on the page here it says, or hacks first aid kits to make them useless to her opponents.
Yeah. So all first. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Soldier. When he, everybody heal up. He puts his shit down, so it's like, nah, not anymore.
Well, no, I mean, she hacks first aid kits, like the ones around the map.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
Oh yeah, because that would be included. Yeah, soldier's move would be included in that
Does that
ability.
just mean an
Yeah.
enemy can't pick it up, but an ally can? I don't really know anything about that.
Or
It's,
does
just,
it
it's
blow
in the
up?
text here.
It'd be interesting if it blew up, but
Thermoptic
you just set it up like
camo?
a trap. Like,
Thermoptic, I guess. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Let me see.
Literally, Sombra becomes invisible.
Yeah, and the way that works is wait, no, that's different than what I'm thinking of.
What's it called?
What are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of the teleporter one. Sorry.
Yeah. Thermoptic camo means
For a short
she
amount of
becomes
time.
invisible for a short period of time. Don't know exactly how long, but it's probably not very long at all.
Probably like 3
It's probably the same as
seconds. Enough to get away. Like probably as long as Reaper's Wraith.
Yeah,
while
that's
she's
what it is.
invisible, her speed is boosted considerably.
She get the fuck out.
So she goes invisible and runs fuck away. And as a character, she just turns like light purple. Like I assume your teammates can still see you.
Yeah,
Because in the video here, she turns like light purple.
yeah, but so it's probably like
But
it probably
enemies,
looks
you're gone.
very similar to like when you see stealth enemies in a game.
Yeah, I'm
like in a
wondering-
single
I'm
They
player.
always
like
look
when-
gooey.
Where you
I'm
can
wondering,
kind of
like, when
see them,
she
but you
stealths-
have to be closer.
Yeah, they look like invisible jello.
Yeah, I'm wondering if she's gonna like move the environment around her like most invisible things, like
Yeah.
Halo invisible
Yeah.
or full invisible.
Which would make sense because if she's full on invisible, then that's just
Yeah, if you get
Yeah.
close enough, you could probably see it to the
Yeah,
point where it's like,
yeah.
oh man, I could shotgun her.
which is gonna come real handy in maps like Dorado where it's dark.
Ooh yeah.
It's gonna be a lot harder to see.
Now the one you were talking about, translocator.
Yeah, this one's
She
cool.
literally throws this thing that in the short it looks like it's a mine and nothing happens.
So I assume you could destroy it as
Yeah.
well if you come across this thing. Yeah.
And she can instantly return to its location while it's active. Now I assume it has a cooldown after she throws it. She
Yeah.
can only teleport back to it
Probably.
every so often.
What's cool though is it's probably one time use.
Including when it's in mid-flight. So she can just throw it into the air and teleport to it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's one-time use. I think it can be destroyed.
It's a short cooldown
but it's got
move.
a cool. It's got
I
a cool,
doubt
it's got a cooldown to teleport to it.
I'd imagine it can't be up forever. I imagine it's like when you use Tracer's thing and she goes back in time and then there's a cooldown on that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's not an
Or more like
ultimate,
her
so-
blink.
Yeah. Like
Like when she can.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it's a teleport back to it and then you have to throw a new one or not.
I guess we'll see. We haven't really seen it in game yet.
And then she has her ultimate, which is EMP, and it's got that sugar skull as the thing you'll see on your screen. She discharges an electromagnetic energy in a wide radius, destroying enemy barrier shields and hacking all opponents. So shields are down, no Zarya, no Reinhardt. Yeah, she just runs in.
Like that Deus Ex, yeah, the Mega 64.
Yeah. And
hacks
shuts
everyone.
down. She shuts down everybody's abilities.
Boopy baby.
Turrets that are hacked and don't shoot anybody, and takes down all their shields.
Cancels
So if you're like
ults,
you're
takes
stuck
down
at the end of this
shields.
payload, Reinhardt's there, Zarya's there, Torbjorn's got a turret set up. You can't move anything. She throws an EMP in there. Boom.
That's what's beautiful. It's like, okay, let's say you're on like a point where like, oh man, I got my diva ult, I'm ready to go. Like they have a Reinhardt, and Reinhardt ruins my shit all the time when it comes. Oh, I'm using high noon. Oh, fuck you. No, you're not. Oh, I'm using my self destruct. Oh, no, you're not. Like anything. Oh no, you're not doing that.
May can do that too.
But yeah, and now Sombra comes in, like, wait, yes you are, and then jumps in and like EMPs them, teleports out. You're like, yeah, and you shoot your diva in, boom. There's a lot of synergy potential with Sombra.
It's weird because she's
Sombra and McCree climb up to the top of control center on that ledge. She throws her translocator, jumps down, EMP, teleport back, McCree high noon.
Boom, no shields. Everyone's hecked.
They'll get behind a wall anyway. She's gonna piss me off.
Yeah, like she's an offense character, but she really plays more like a support character.
Yeah.
Which is great.
A lot of utility. Because there's not too many offensive characters who have that kind of
No,
utility.
they literally just do damage and that's it.
Pretty much all offense is DPS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not a lot of support like ultimates. Like you look at every attack character's ultimate. Soldier, purely selfish, shooting everybody with auto aim. McCree, purely selfish, shooting everybody with auto aim.
Genji, slicing everybody up.
Genji, purely selfish, hacking everybody with auto aim.
He's hacking? Genji's a hacker too? That's why we have to play Heroes of the Storm to get his skin. He's a hacker.
Hacker skin. His sword's a big computer.
I don't even know what the
Time to hack your face!
So here's an interesting thing that I was just thinking of, because in the clip that they have for her hack, she stops
She stops
Roadhog in the
Roadhog's
middle.
ult. Yeah.
Stops
in the middle of his ult,
one-man
stops it.
apocalypse.
And it's gone, yeah.
Would they do the same thing to Junkrat's Riptire? Like, will it just detonate it after he launches it?
I don't think so. Like McCree, if McCree throws his flashbang at Roadhog, it ends his ult.
Yeah.
If you throw your flashbang at a Junkrat whose tire is out, it doesn't do anything to the tire.
Oh yeah, Junkrat just dies and he's still controlling the tire.
No, I know that.
Yeah,
but she's supposed to stop
I don't think she'll be able to stop the tire. No.
abilities.
Unless she uses it on him before he pulls the string.
Well, yeah, that's the same thing as everything else.
Junkrat's is a weird case because, like, I think
The Junkrat's like a separate entity once it's away from him. He can die, and the tire still goes.
I guess we'll
Can
see.
you hack the tire?
I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe.
That'd be cool.
What would it do? Just stop?
Yeah, just detonate it early. It's a lot because I'm assuming it's gonna be a very similar thing to what's his
That'd be
name?
really hard.
Are you talking
to
about
get
like
to
you're
the
talking
tire,
about you're talking about her ultimate, right? The one where she EMPs everything, or like just
No,
the
the hack.
individual
The
individual.
usual hack's one of her base moves, so I think if it was just a straight
Fuck.
junk tire, what's it called, rip tire?
Rip tire.
If it could destroy rip tire every time, rip tire would never be used.
Well, I don't
Just
know.
look at it,
Well,
destroy
That's
it.
right. He'll probably get it back faster than
Well,
shooting her
no,
ability back.
I think the hack she has to be in a pretty close range. to use
Probably.
it.
I'm
So,
not
like,
sure.
I don't think Riptire would be rendered useless if you can counter it with that. It's just it would be a little maybe tough to counter it because you have to get in close. You might die before then, but
I guess we'll see.
We'll see how it's used because it cancels abilities. So I mean, it's interesting. There's lots of possibilities with this for Rage with Sombra.
Well, it's just a temporary ability shutdown, similar to like when Anna stops healing. It'll probably be something like that. So it doesn't like reset cooldowns or anything, but you just cannot use them until the hack goes away. I guess that makes no sense, but yeah.
Hacks go away. Just ask Lizard Squad. He went away to jail. You pudgy fuck. You ruined Christmas for thousands of kids. All they wanted to do was play Block
Yeah, but that's what they
Ops.
want. Because they're a bunch of
Pudgy fucks.
whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, so
So
exciting.
that's not all our Overwatch news, though.
That was not all our Overwatch news. In addition to the Sombra patch that's hitting the PTR this week, well,
Next week.
it's Friday. This week's over. Hitting Tuesday, most likely, hitting the PTR. We're getting some new modes. They also announced arcade mode, which brings with it a new map called, oh shit.
I forget. It's the Antarctic base that May is from.
Yeah, it's the one May was frozen in. It's a brand new map. It's not a payload or a control point map, but just a straight up like map. That's not formatted for either of those modes. I'm pretty sure it's formatted to be kind of an arena based mode.
Probably.
The player counts for the action that will be taking place on that map is 1v1 and 3v3. So you're getting up close and personal. I don't know how the fuck's 1v1 gonna work.
I'm excited to try it out. I don't know how it's gonna work. It depends on the mode.
It's high noon for both of them.
Because it's not
Gunslinger's duel.
going to be just a kill the other enemy. there'll be 1v1 game modes, presumably.
Presumably.
And I think that can be really interesting.
Because if they say arena-based, I mean, because, like, if they're going for arena-based for, like, WoW, then that's just purely, let's fuck up each other's bodies.
I mean, they mentioned separate game modes for it, though.
For those player types, or
for
arcade mode?
For arcade mode, yeah.
Because arcade mode will be a whole bunch of different random stuff,
and
not just specifically 3v3 or 1v1. There could presumably be 6v6 stuff in arcade mode as well. There's really not that much information on arcade mode. Not until later.
And yet, probably later today.
Yeah.
When they had their actual panel.
They've already probably done it. It started at 4:30.
Okay.
So cool.
So we'll find the news after this.
We'll read that up afterwards, and then we'll talk about it in depth sometime.
When we record the next one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. We also got the announcement of another actual map, like a big map that'll be added to the regular rotation. Looks like a payload map from the screenshot we saw called Oasis. That looks pretty cool. Hope it's a little better than.
And that was that a Middle Eastern map?
I think so.
I forget exactly what they said.
They said something like, "Oh, it's terraformed on a desert." And it's like, okay.
It looks really cool. Whatever it is, whoever
nice.
it's based around. I don't know if it's based around a character. I can't think of a character. Maybe. Well, no, we already have Anubis.
I don't know. We'll see.
So maybe it'll just be a map that doesn't have a character attached to it yet, which has happened.
That's fine.
Dorado doesn't really have a character attached to it until Sombra.
Something story-based will probably go on in that location.
I mean, yeah.
They'll explain away with an ARG or something. So that's all the Overwatch news we got, kind of in a nutshell.
Yeah.
It's not really a deep dive.
It was pretty much all I asked for.
Arcade
I didn't
mode.
expect an arcade mode at all. I was just hoping Sombra and at least one new map.
Yeah.
What I really do want is them to start a new hero. Not a bad ARG again, though. But I want to know there's a new hero coming.
I would have liked them to have.
Like, it would have been great to just reveal Sombra after all this and be like, oh yeah, also, maybe not just here's another hero that we've been working on in secret, although that would have been amazing.
Yeah,
but at least
that's what I wanted.
We're also very far along on another hero.
Which they better be.
Which I assume they
I don't want to rip on Blizzard or anything, because they've given us a pretty nice amount of stuff so far with the events and everything, and Sombra looks great, and like, you know, people like Anna, she's fit really well into the character. People actually use her a lot now, more than ever.
She's a
people have figured her out.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, maybe ramp up the timeliness on like at least maps, or you know, make the brawls a little more interesting because nobody really plays them anymore.
Give incentives for the brawl.
I mean, it's Blizzard. I'm asking the world here just by asking for a little timeliness on stuff, because Blizzard
They're aware of it.
They're aware of it. They've been aware of it since the second WoW expansion. They come out every BlizzCon and go, this year we're giving World of Warcraft more regular updates. They've been saying that for 8 years. They've never pulled through. And they're saying it for Legion.
Said it again this year.
Saying it for Legion. I don't believe them. They're like, oh, look how fast we got this patch out. Well, they had the first patch out for Worlds of Draenor pretty quick, too, because they were like, this is the expansion that we put stuff out. They put out 3 big patches for Worlds of Draenor. That expansion was out for 2.5 years. Timeliness. You can't expect that from Blizzard. At least from their WoW team. We'll see how Overwatch handles it over the next... I mean, the game's only been out for, 6 months?
Yeah.
So it's half a year.
There's a whole year coming up that just has... You know, Overwatch wasn't released.
And
so
we'll
there's so
see,
much content that can happen.
The information we have right now is currently outdated for anyone listening, because the Overwatch panel exists at this point with the future of Overwatch is what they're explaining. So all of these concerns could easily be nipped in the bud, like immediately. And I could technically look this up and read this right now.
You just said immediately.
I know, I said it on purpose. I said it like a villain. They typically say it like that. Like, you will get me the key card immediately. And then like the
with a G.
His minions will be like, okay, boss.
All right.
Yeah. So other stuff out of BlizzCon. Rob, I know you're a big Hearthstone fan. I really, honestly, don't want to deep dive into Hearthstone, even though I know you're dying to do it.
No, I'm not, because I honestly,
I'm dying.
I'm not good at the meta in Hearthstone.
Sorry.
And I enjoy playing Hearthstone.
Yeah.
But I can't say I'm good at it. Oh, I do well enough. I have fun playing Hearthstone, but I'm not going to say I'm good at it. But I do like seeing new cards. And just they're doing new things with the cards now. Like, just a quick thing, like, they're doing some cards. There's a lot of cards that are specific to classes. Only that class can use it. And they're introducing cards that can be used by 3 classes.
Oh, interesting.
So they're going to mix up the meta, you know. And it should be really interesting, but I don't have too much to say about it.
Yeah. The only things I really ever pay
Except that
attention
the cards look cool.
The only things I ever really pay attention to with Hearthstone is being a big WoW fan is like, oh, what will they be adding to Hearthstone next? Like, they added Karazhan. Oh, cool, I love Karazhan. Oh, they're adding Gadgetzan. Oh, cool, I spent a lot of time with Gadgetzan. Or, you know, adding Blackwing stuff. Like, oh, that's cool. You know, like, I like seeing more and more WoW stuff seep into Hearthstone naturally because it is a Warcraft-based game. That's what I usually look for. But it looks cool for people who play Hearthstone. Gadgetzan's a cool setting, and what they're doing with the setting of Gadgetzan, with the whole underworld system is pretty neat, and just the whole environment around it. Because Gadgetzan, for the entire history of WoW, it's just been a little desert town that literally you collect 3 quests in and you fucking leave. Like there's no significance to Gadgetzan whatsoever. It's a
and
really,
now they've made it into a whole bustling port
it's
city.
a really interesting take on that. But,
I wonder if they'll follow up with that in WoW.
They might. They might.
Not immediately, clearly.
In like
but
4 years.
Yeah.
the next WoW expansion.
Not
is
immediately.
Gadgetzan.
The other thing. What is that? What is our producer
producer
showing
have
us
something?
here?
What?
I can't see.
Serena Williams is down with Overwatch esports.
That's the best headline I ever saw.
Yeah, that was another announcement.
The Overwatch
League,
Yeah.
which is a full on like they expect people to play fantasy Overwatch.
Okay.
That maybe is a little too far.
Well, they're having their World Cup right now, aren't they?
The World Cup's really cool, but I'm not gonna play fantasy.
I'm not the biggest esports guy. Like I don't really.
Yeah.
But I
Care
like
too much?
Blizzard's always been big on their push for esports. I didn't even know WoW Arena had an esports league.
Oh yeah.
I think I could watch more esports if they didn't have commentators.
I don't mind the
'Cause
commentators.
I find them annoying. I don't know why. I just do.
Here comes Roadhog at the back alley. He's got him again with the play. He's got him with the hook. He's going whole hog. Oh my god! And here comes Sombra with the EMP, and the whole hog is ripping right through Team Blue. And I can't believe what I'm seeing here tonight on the Overwatch World Cup. The Americans just went around the back alley at El Dorado. Roadhog. He went whole hog. I've never seen it in the history of this game in my life. You had a Diva ult at the same time. You had High Noon take place at dawn.
I think it's part of the
couldn't believe it.
Honestly,
A Rocket League car just came in from the back. It just came in from the bick.
I mean, you turned the music in at the last minute.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoy the announcers. It really adds to the overall just like tense hype feeling of a match. I can understand why people wouldn't like it 100%, but I kind of enjoy it. It would be nice if there was an option to not have to listen to them and still hear the game audio.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that would work.
It's
But I enjoy it. I think the push for esports is pretty cool.
Esports is
especially their whole Heroes of the Dorm thing, where they have a bunch of college students play Heroes of the Storm, and the winners get their tuition paid for. That's pretty great.
nice.
What?
I wish I could do that.
The name of
Oh
it.
yeah.
Heroes of the
And here's
Dorm.
the dorm. Esports seems interesting to me. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I particularly don't typically care.
I mean, I don't usually watch it, but I think
Yeah.
it's interesting.
It's just crazy the way it has evolved and changed over the years, and like even with the Overwatch League and all that.
it's on
stuff.
ESPN
And,
now.
Yeah,
It's on TBS.
It gets regular ESPN.com
Like the
coverage. There's
Counter-Strike tournament was on TBS. I think the final match.
Shaquille O'Neal has gotten involved in esports.
The final match. Of
He owns like a Counter-Strike team.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal woke up one day, I'm gonna own a Counter-Strike team.
the final match of the Overwatch World Cup is going to be on TBS at a normal time, not at like fucking 2 in the morning.
Yeah. You go to ESPN.com, they got like, NFL, soccer, golf, Counter-Strike. It's like, what?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's interesting.
There's a comment section of everyone talking, oh yeah, well, Grizz isn't very good on the bottom lane. It's like, wait a second,
That's
these are
something,
sports website comments.
Like, first off, I don't even get how people keep track of all like NFL sports players and how they play, but the people keep track of Overwatch players and how they play the characters they play. Like, even just leading up to BlizzCon, they had some guy talking about that. And he's just pulling this character up, and he's like, yeah, this guy, he plays all Genji all the time, and he does really great. When he plays Genji, he does this and this and this. And then sometimes he just jumps over to McCree, and he can do all this with McCree. Like, how?
It's their job.
It's insane.
Like, my going off on an aside here.
Well, it's just like in football, where it's like, oh, this guy right here, this guy, this one specific guy on this one team, out of all these teams, he has ran this many yards this season. And he just beat that record of this guy who did that many yards last season.
Yeah.
What?
Stat keeping, man.
It's insane. I don't understand stat
Number
keeping.
nerds. And well, I think one of the reasons I can never truly break into esports like and watch it is like I watch a lot. I'm a big sports fan. But esports, it's always kind of like people idolize like Rocket League players. People idolize like League players. You know, like people idolize these guys. I mean, it's in the same vein of like, oh, why idolize a running back or whatever? Why idolize an athlete? You know, but it's like, I mean, like what like Crusher 99 is doing in the Overwatch League is like, it's impressive. He's playing that game really well, but like, I can play that game too, though. So, like, my opinion on esports is never a popular one. Every time I brought this up in previous podcasts or previous things, not just so specifically, everyone disagrees with me. But, like, I don't think there's any reason to idolize any esports player. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand.
I don't know.
it.
I mean, I've gone onto Twitch and I've watched, say, Seagull play Overwatch.
Oh,
and the way he plays
impressive.
that game is impressive. It's beyond impressive. It's actually interesting to watch because he's such a great player.
He's a
And
good
I think that's
player and
something I can watch.
entertainer.
He's in the World Cup, and I'll probably watch it.
But it's like, I don't know. My opinion on esports is
Yeah, I'm on
not
the
a
same
good one.
boat
I
as
can
you,
understand the opinion easily,
Yeah.
and I don't really watch it either.
I can
But I don't want to say it's a bad thing.
I can fire up my game and I can do the exact same thing he's doing. I can't get into a NASCAR. Like a car.
I can't
for
play
a NASCAR.
Overwatch.
Inter-
Like
drive
Seagull.
200
interesting example, Jose.
You know what I mean? Like, well, because I can
Talking
play
about
soccer.
sports.
I can play soccer. Not as good as the
Yeah,
pros,
yeah.
but I can go out. Grab
Well,
a
see,
ball
I can
and
play
kick it
Overwatch,
around.
but I can't play Overwatch as good as
Yeah,
Seagull.
but what I mean is,
See,
I
but
can't
the-
get into a car and drive like fucking Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, see, that's the thing when I talk about when I mention esports and like the way I feel about it is like I may not be able to play exactly as well as Seagull can play Lucio, but I can't go on an NFL field and take part in an NFL game. I could turn on Overwatch and play in similar conditions, and like I'd rather just be like, oh, I can play Overwatch. You know, it's like
I mean, 99% of the time, when I have the option to watch someone play Overwatch, I'm just going to play Overwatch.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate that esports are around and they're becoming a real thing, and these people can honestly even make a living off of it. I think that's really cool. And I think it's cool that it's like on ESPN and there's a spotlight, there's money involved. People are winning tournaments. This 16-year-old kid won a Dota 2 tournament, and his family that was just like living in a fucking hut is doing obviously a lot better now because
How the
of
fuck is he
Dota.
playing Dota 2 in a hut?
Well, he doesn't live in a hut, obviously, but his family didn't have a lot of money. I don't remember who it was, but his family, obviously, they didn't have a lot of money.
the reason they're living in a
He got
hut is
onto
because
this-
they're paying for his high-speed internet to play this goddamn game.
He got onto
That's
this
what's happening.
Dota 2 team, and they won the tournament, and it was like millions of dollars in the pool for that. Because Valve goes on and donates like $1 million,
Yeah.
and then like a bunch of sales from the game go into the pot, and
We got news from our producer.
That's your official title.
That single hero limit will be coming to Quick Play.
Thank you.
thank
You.
God,
No
now.
more fucking stacking.
hold on.
In arcade mode.
Okay.
It'll be called No Limits. Wait, what? Oh, wait a second!
It's the opposite.
No, yeah!
Quick play is only single hero, and stacking is only in
In
arcade
arcade
mode.
mode.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Yeah!
I hope you know enough post-processing to make yourself go Super Saiyan.
Oh, I wish I was that good.
That's amazing. When's that live?
And
Does it say?
3v3 is going to be a team deathmatch mode. For everybody who wants to
Oh.
just kill each other,
There's a mode for it now. That's
If everyone just wants to
there's
die,
a mode
die,
for every
die.
piece of shit now in Overwatch.
this is breaking news. Except by the time it goes up, it won't be breaking news anymore.
Thanks to our producer.
Upload it now. Upload it right
Is
now.
there
as
anything?
we're
Is there
recording.
anything else on the Reddit that's good, or just stuff we already? I have it open. I can just look at it.
We need to go. We need to do our podcast live
There we go.
as we read from our cell phones.
Yo, that's hype,
We'll do it
dude.
live.
That's hype.
Listen, I got a 1080p 60 frame per second camera. We're just gonna Facebook Live our podcast from now.
There we go.
We can do YouTube live too.
We could.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
We can do it everywhere. You can do the Facebook one. I'll do the YouTube one. He'll do Twitch. We'll be on everything at the same time, live everywhere.
complete global
Mixed
saturation.
pixel conglomerate.
Resident Evil references hitting up mixed pixel like you never heard before. Sorry.
In all 8 of our episodes.
So esports aside, Overwatch thing aside, the last piece of BlizzCon news that I think is interesting. I think people were expecting a really big splash with Diablo. Employees are shaking up. Like people going to different projects and like, oh man, the lead.
It's their 20th anniversary.
lead developers of Diablo are moving over to another project, or they're hiring like all this stuff, all these things that are happening, and everyone's like, oh, it's Diablo 4 for sure. And there's never really been any indication that like these rumors could be true. Diablo Twitter was like, oh, if you like Diablo, check out BlizzCon. We got some announcements. And obviously the internet snowballs, baby. And it wasn't unreasonable to expect maybe something bigger out of the Diablo portion of the opening ceremony.
Mainly, even all the hype leading up to it wouldn't have mattered that much, but it's Diablo's 20th anniversary, and I think what they did was interesting. I think they stated they're building Diablo 1,
yeah.
building the whole game in Diablo 3. Well, maybe not the whole game.
A 16-floor dungeon.
16-floor dungeon with all
a
the
whole bunch of
bosses
stuff
from Diablo 1.
Diablo 1.
Which is pretty great. And it's a free update, right?
Yeah, it's a free update, yeah.
That's pretty awesome, actually. And they're adding Necromancer next year.
Yeah.
Which was a really fun class, at least in Diablo 2.
They're adding Necromancer and 2 new adventure maps.
Yes.
And with the inclusion of adventure maps, typically involves new items, sets, and stuff like that. And
Although the Necromancer's not free.
Yeah, Necromancer you have to pay for. And Necromancer.
I'm sure it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, people were expecting a new expansion or a new game, but I mean, I think what's on offer in terms of like the amount
considering
of
the
content,
size of it, and it's free.
it's
The fact that
That's
it's free,
pretty
yeah.
badass.
I think the biggest flaw was how it was presented on stage. This guy comes out looking like Mr. Clean, and he's just building all this hype. He's building and building and building. 20 years of Diablo, you know, we got big stuff coming up. And then it's like, and then he did this thing where he's just counting all these things. It's like, first we did this, and then we did this, and then we did this. Anyway, we're rebuilding Diablo in Diablo 3. That should be a really great thing for a 20th anniversary, and it just kind of felt underwhelming because of how they presented
they
it.
should have showed it.
It's,
Yeah, and they didn't even show it, yeah.
it's like the Sombra ARG.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A whole lot of nothing leading up to nothing. Although I don't want to be
But
too.
actually,
I don't want to be too attractive.
I think what's coming out is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Necromancer
Yeah.
was a really fun class.
It's a good chunk of content.
Not for the first few levels because it was really hard to stay alive, but once you got there, Necromancer was crazy fun, and I'm sure it'll be much more balanced in Diablo 3. It was just how they presented it. They saved Diablo for last.
It was the last thing of the thing. Yeah,
And he hyped up like, because he said that and he was like, he just did this like, oh, and one more thing. Necromancer.
Necromancer. Which is a big deal to Diablo fans.
Yeah,
Because they've
of
been
course.
asking for Necromancer since before the first expansion. So, like, for a lot of people, that's exciting. And I'm looking
But it's just,
forward
it kept building up
Adding-
to feel like, oh, and the big reveal.
adding into. I mean,
It's
and
not actually a big
the
deal.
interesting thing about the Diablo announcement
But I do think all the
is
content's really going to be cool. for
is
sure.
looking at it like
Yeah.
this. They moved a lot of guys off Diablo 3. Diablo 3's team is not large anymore. A lot of the game director left that project. A lot of the lead artists left that project. They're all moved. The lead designer of WoW left WoW to work on whatever project all these guys are moving on
No,
to.
I still guarantee they're working on the next Diablo.
Which is presumably, the next Diablo.
And they'll announce it closer to release.
Blizzard's game announce. They're interesting with the way they fucking operate, with the way they announce things. But
Blizzard just announces things
yeah.
whenever they feel like it.
They don't care.
And most of
what
the
they
time
do.
they come out very quickly.
So it's BlizzCon opening ceremonies. Yeah. I didn't see anything else on the Reddit that might have come out of the Overwatch panel aside from that single hero limit thing. I'm sure maybe it's still going on. But that's big news to me. That's like
Me too.
That might be bigger than the Sombra news
Yeah.
for me personally.
Honestly,
the fact
to
that I
be
can
able-
play
Never
quick
have
play.
To be
face
able
more than
to
one
be able
May
to
again.
play
Oh.
non-competitive and not face stacked Torbjorn, stacked divas,
Stacked anything.
stacked
Yeah.
anything. Because anything stacked is overpowered.
Yeah.
And it's fun every now and then when you're playing with your friends and you see 3 people pick, fucking Pharah, and you're like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
you know,
let's
this
go.
is fun. But when you're playing against it, it's just not fun.
But here's the thing now.
Do you think they're gonna rebuff Torbjorn?
No.
No, I know they
No,
won't.
they didn't nerf him. 'cause
It's
of
only
the
a console
stacking,
nerf anyway.
Yeah, they nerfed him because he was hard to deal with. I think they could have nerfed him differently, but
Yeah,
anyway.
I think they nerfed him wrong, but that's a different topic.
Are they going to talk about Symmetra's new kit?
Oh,
Anyway, I don't want to speculate too much. I want to move on to the next thing. Or
I hope
whatever.
they do, though, yeah.
I really actually really wanted to see what Symmetra's new moves are going to be, but maybe they aren't ready to talk about that yet.
She's a breakdancer now.
Yeah. She drives a car through the map. Get in, guys! It's like it's a Final Fantasy reference.
it's actually a crossover to Final Fantasy
That
15.
wasn't a joke. I mean, like they put yeah. She drives a car now, a black car, and on the
It
radio
can turn into a plane.
it's all Final Fantasy music. It comes out the same day as Final Fantasy 15.
That's out this month, right?
Yes, yes, it is. Big stuff.
3 weeks.
Speaking of stuff that it didn't come out this month anymore. Speaking of stuff that's come out this year.
You could just say last month.
Well, it's weird to say last month because only a few days ago. I'm still in October mode. It's still Halloween mode to me. People still got pumpkins on their porches. We talked about Battlefield 1. Big shooter came out. Big shooter's coming out all fucking year. It just doesn't
You're the
stop.
shooter.
You're the shooter. Call up Mark Wahlberg.
Yep.
Let him know.
You're Luigi.
You're the shooter. Hey, I'm Mark.
What's
I
next
can't
one?
do a Mark Wahlberg impression.
Don't even try.
Hey, I'm Mark
Jesus
Wahlberg.
Christ.
Might as well be.
That's how he talks in The Happening. You ever see The Happening? Mark Wahlberg. We're back to cinema mode. Okay, so in this movie by M.
No,
Night Shyamalan called The Happening, there's a scene where they go to this old lady's house. For those of you guys don't know what The Happening is, all this weird shit
I know
starts
what The Happening is.
And like people are jumping off roofs and shit. They're in this
And
old
they had
lady's...
Mark Wahlberg and Zooey Deschanel
And
to
John-
be mainly emotionless.
And John Leguizamo's in that movie.
Why?
Brilliant actor. Anyway,
Could you say his last name again?
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo.
It is Leguizamo.
Everybody in the history of the world has pronounced it Leguizamo on every award show.
Nope.
On every...
Nope.
Leguizamo.
It's like
Leguizamo?
Zamo.
You know this rap? You just hear his name all the time?
Yeah. When he wins all those Oscars, this is happening Oscars.
I don't think
know.
so. He has a permanent smirk.
Yeah.
And he has like a very thick New York accent. I don't think he's from New York though.
How to say...
I don't think he is.
John Leguizamo.
Like at any minute, he could just do one of these.
Yeah, he's always like,
That's just his face.
even as Luigi, he was.
Oh God, he was Luigi.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Here we go. Once and for all.
If it's
John
done.
Leguizamo.
I'm close. Anyway,
You added an I after the Z.
Leguizamo.
dude, for years I've been saying it that way.
John Linguiniamo.
Should be tortellini.
Anyway, in this movie, The Happening, there's a scene where they're in this old lady's house, and like he's like trying to explain to her like, "Oh, we're seeing all this weird stuff happening," and she's like, "I don't believe it, I don't believe it." And Mark Wahlberg is so sick of this shit already at this point. It's like minute 48 of this movie. He's tired of seeing this shit happening, and my Shyamalan's like, "Oh, this movie's great," when he's directing it. And there's a line in that movie when he looks at her and he says it this way, and she's like, "This stuff's not happening," and Mark Wahlberg goes, "Yes, it is. I see it." Watch that movie,
Don't watch them.
The Happening.
Don't.
Anyway, how the fuck did I get on that? Oh, Shooter the Shooter. Yeah. So Titanfall 2 came out.
I still don't know how he got on that.
Titanfall 2 came out last year.
I don't even think that's what we were going to talk about.
Titanfall 2
We
came
were.
out last
We were.
month. Sandwiched between arguably two of the biggest shooters of the year. Two of the biggest shooters all the time when there's a release. Battlefield, huge pedigree. That game is beloved forever. It will sell millions of copies every single time. Call of Duty, again, has pedigree every year. Sells millions of copies. Don't know who's buying them still, but they're selling millions of copies. Titanfall 2.
Kid Harington's
it's
buying
still,
all of them.
Yeah, he can.
I love Call of Duty.
This is the
He
year of
just loves his
impressions
own
on
face.
Mixed Pixel. That's a good angle.
That wasn't bad though. Yeah.
I was just thinking about the Audi commercial because I don't have that much experience with Carrington.
That commercial's weird. What's up with these commercials with these actors, like being all badass and stuff? Like, I'm driving a car. Like, you should buy this one. Like
I really like the Lincoln.
That was the lines he had. You should buy this.
That whole Matthew McConaughey, like he wakes up, he puts his suit on.
Yeah, he's
he shows
so
him in the mirror,
lonely.
and his face is so just there.
Like,
He just gets into his Lincoln.
why is Matthew McConaughey
He gets,
so
into his,
lonely?
he gets into his fucking Lincoln.
Yeah, he drives by himself.
I love.
Never
this
goes
guy.
anywhere. I'm gonna drive it right off a cliff. Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong? The newest commercials have him just diving in a pool. Like he goes out on his deck and he's like, "I love sophistication" or something like that. And he's like, "That's why I drive a Lincoln." And then he just falls backwards into a pool in his suit. And then he's like laying in the water. I mean, it tells you the price, and it's like, what?
He must
It's
have
like they're
directed
just-
it himself.
They're just taking the piss at this point with those commercials. Like, oh, yeah, let's see how weird we can get with them. Matthew McConaughey's at a zoo. Like, I love sophistication. That's why I bought this snow cone.
You've lost it.
Yeah.
You had it at the beginning, but you lost it.
What the?
You just sound like
The
Walter
accent,
Goggins
yeah.
at that point.
Good actor.
Can't wait for his car commercial.
Bring it on.
I love Beast and Ford.
But anyway, the biggest scare or the biggest worry with Titanfall 2 is, and it's been talked about for months and months and months leading up to this moment, is that for some reason EA decided to put it in between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
This is still a relatively new franchise, Titanfall. It was popular on the Xbox One. It was not a multi-platform game. It sold pretty well on Xbox and PC. It's a new big franchise from the creators of Call of Duty. Holy shit. And didn't last very long, admittedly. It was kind of bare bones in certain aspects. Still a really fun game mechanically. Had some interesting ideas. Titanfall 2 comes along, everyone's like, oh man, this is gonna be the moment where, you know, Respawn Entertainment reclaims their crown, you know. This is Infinity Ward, you know, this is Jason West and whatever Zampella, I don't remember his name. This is their moment, you know. Improved upon, multi-platform, more Titans, a full-length campaign, more customization. What happens? Comes out in between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty, and there haven't been any reported numbers in the US yet, but in the UK it sold like at a fraction of what the first one sold, and the first one sold on only one platform technically. If you want to count PC, I'm going to do a bottom of PC. Yeah. This is a release that's on PS4, it's on PC, and it's on Xbox One. Why is it selling so bad?
Because EA made a big
yeah, obviously. I don't have to ask that question.
The thing that's happening is EA is not afraid of Battlefield.
That game will sell no matter where you put it. Always.
Well, no, they're not afraid of Titanfall competing with Battlefield.
No, they don't care about their own.
They're very different games. They feel a lot of people are going to get one or the other.
Yeah.
There's the crowd that likes Call of Duty but doesn't want Call of Duty. They'll get Titanfall.
But that's a grave mistake.
And the crowd that doesn't like Battlefield is going to get Titanfall.
Yeah.
But that was a mistake. People like shooters. What they should have done is release Titanfall first. People are going to buy into the hype. They're going to buy Titanfall because they already know. They know they're getting Battlefield later.
Or delay the motherfucker. Delay it until spring.
Or delay it.
That's what I was gonna say. They probably should have released it in like March.
Yeah.
Like March or April, where everyone's already played the shit out of all these games, and they have their content coming out. Battlefield's always gonna have content coming out for it.
Yep.
That's another thing. The only reason I'm not picking up Call of Duty, the only reason I haven't picked up Titanfall is because I just bought Battlefield.
Yeah.
I don't have $60 more to drop on Titanfall when I'm probably gonna drop it on Final Fantasy.
And that's the other thing is like
November is a harsh month.
Yeah, to release any game. Yeah.
The reason those big games are able to push out on those months is because they know that they're going to sell a lot and they're going to be motivators for people to go to stores, and they don't have to go on sale for them to sell. Because that's the game that the kids want. That's the game that everybody
comes
wants.
Out right in the holiday season.
I witnessed it. Were you with us for that Black Friday? I don't think you were with us. It was me and my brother, my cousin. We were at Target. We waited on this fucking line for 2 hours to pay for our shit. This guy was in front of us, waiting online for 2 hours. He bought, what was it, Black Ops 2? Black Ops 2 at regular price. At 3 in the morning. Waited 2 hours in line to buy a game at regular price that they had millions in stock of.
That's amazing.
So, and that game came out in November because that's the month that they always come out in.
And then waited until Black Friday to buy it at full price.
Yeah. So my point being is that it's gonna sell regardless. So that's gonna be the downfall of Titanfall. I feel like Titanfall, we'll see. Well, yeah, it's a real story. I didn't make that up.
That's insane.
Just like there was a lady behind us excited because she got a Westinghouse 55-inch TV.
The thing's gonna break
for
in
like
a year.
yeah, for like dirt cheap, and then they're buying a DVD with it. Like why?
I had a Black Friday
HD
TV.
life, baby.
I had a Black Friday TV for maybe a year and a half. It was it was a name nobody's ever heard of. It was some name that I was able to make a joke out of it breaking easily or something.
Yeah.
I forget. Funai. Funai. I came in and I said, these TVs look Funai. You know, really shitty joke. And, yeah, I know. I said it was a shit. Stop making that fucking face.
Someone put that together and sold it to you.
Yeah.
Like someone in a van put it together and sold it to you.
Yeah. It's just different magazine clippings spelled out the name of the TV.
Oh boy, the Funai van's in town. Look at ice cream trucky.
But I had that TV for a while, and first off, the TV didn't even have the right screws to screw into the stand, so it like leaned forward.
Something's funny here.
Or I lost them. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I definitely lost them. But whatever. So it leaned forward. So what I did, I ended up doing, I had a guitar strap, not from any real guitar because I don't play guitar. It's a fucking Guitar Hero strap. Attached to one of those drawstring bags, with books in the drawstring bag.
Putting a weight on the back.
So hanging on the front of the TV here, to put the weight on the back so the TV sat straight.
That's amazing.
That's great. That's
ingenuity right there.
It was probably the best jury rig I've ever done.
I like it.
But I went on vacation one year and I came home and I turned it on, started up some Rocket League. Halfway into a match, the screen just starts turning green and shuts off.
That's a weird break. Like,
yeah, it was done for. Yeah, I had it for like a year and a half. Like, what the fuck? And that year I went out and bought like 32-inch actual brand.
Yeah.
I think forget.
Funi X, legit branch. Of
No,
Funi.
I bought a real brand TV, but it's only 32 inches, so I might get an upgrade this year.
So don't buy Funai. Don't buy Westinghouse. That's the moral of the story.
Don't buy Black Friday TVs for the most part unless they're an established brand, because most of those Funai TVs they're made for
In a
Black
van.
Friday.
Yeah.
They're made in the back of a van to sell on Black Friday. That's why they're so cheap. Is because they were made for Black Friday. People come out and spend all their money on these TVs that are worthless and break in a year and a half.
Yeah.
So all you guys out there trying to get a cheap old TV for that PS4 Pro, beware of Funai.
Don't do it.
Don't get a Funai 4K. Don't get a Funai
Funai's
K.
gonna sue us for soiling their good name.
If anyone from Funai is watching this, I bet you have a nice house. Bet you know Rosario Dawson.
I'm pretty sure they're from Canada
Funai?
because I was gonna order replacement screws.
Oh, they'll
and
be really apologetic about it then if you ask for.
they're gonna send me those replacement screws
Yeah.
for the TV I don't have anymore.
Use them for something else.
Get screws.
You can screw the guitar strap to the wall
Yeah.
as
A
a
reminder.
decorative thing.
Screw somebody.
No, I think this year I'm gonna go for a handheld, probably 2DS, and maybe a new TV
Nice. The holidays are going to be fun.
or Dragon Quest Builders.
You know who's not going to be fun for though? Respawn Entertainment. You just put out Titanfall 2 in between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty
Yep.
Infinity Warfare.
Price drop already Black Friday. No.
It will.
Oh wait, yeah, because you
It'll
told
be
me
on
there's
sale.
one. Did you say there was
Yeah.
a $35?
Yeah, there's some weird store. I forget the name of it. $33. I imagine it'll be matched somewhere else. Some other weird store. I thought it was gonna be Fry's because I'm like, oh, it's a store I can never order from or whatever.
I think I might know which one you're talking
It
about.
starts with a J or something.
Sounded like
It's
you said Fridays, so that's
Jackie's or
obviously
some
wrong.
shit like that.
Yeah, I know which one you're
Fries.
talking about, but I can't. Yeah, they're
Fries
only like in the
Electronics,
southern
yeah.
states.
Oh.
It's only like it's like a chain store, but they have like 5.
Well, I was looking for PS4 Pro trade-in deals. It was like, oh, Game has one, cool. If only it wasn't in the UK.
Let me get a tugboat over to Game and go trade in my thing.
Fries usually has really good deals.
They do.
That's where I got my TV from. At the time, it was a really good deal. It was about like
They
almost
ship
200
anywhere?
bucks
They
off.
ship anywhere?
Oh yeah. Ship anywhere in the
Ship
US,
anywhere,
of A.
baby. I guess there's not too much to really talk about Titanfall 2, aside from the fact that it's a really bad idea to release them for.
Yeah, it should have been.
But
It should have been
despite
like an
that,
April
I've heard
release.
good impressions.
Yeah.
The games. That's
I've heard
what-
great impressions.
That's
That's
the
what makes
sad
it
part.
worse,
That's
yeah.
the sad
That
part.
is-
But
it's much worse.
It's an improvement from what we had in the beta, and
Yeah.
the story. It has an actual. Which this is blowing me away this year is that the FPSs actually have good campaigns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I loved Battle. I've talked about it last
coming back.
Last podcast. I love Battlefield.
And I've heard great things about Titanfall 2's campaign.
Yeah, we got Doom's campaign, we got Wolfenstein's a great game. It's
Kit,
older,
Kit
but-
Harrington's in Call of Duty campaign. So.
I hear the COD campaign's
I
pretty
want to
good.
play the campaign. I
hear
won't
it's
play it
good.
after.
I heard it was
I'll
entertaining,
probably
yeah.
rent it for the campaign.
So it's kind of weird to hear that because
Yeah.
normally it's like
Campaigns
well,
have been
I don't give a
garbage.
shit about campaign. I
Yeah.
just want to play
I
the
don't even play
multiplayer.
it. And like I'm so programmed to
exception of
just
games that are
I didn't play
supposed
the
to
Battlefield
be-
4 campaign,
Yeah.
but the Battlefield 3 campaign was garbage.
The 4 was worse.
I'm so
really bad.
programmed to just skip the campaign that I haven't
Yeah.
even played Battlefield 1 yet. Like it's a trend.
Battlefield 1 is
I
amazing.
have to get on to play these campaigns. Last FPS campaign that was tied to a multiplayer shooter that I played and beat, I think was Halo 3, Call of Duty 4, one of those two games. Even when
It's
Call of
nice
Duty
to
was
see just even the ones that are just single player.
yeah.
Like, well, Doom does have a multiplayer mode, but Doom's just FPS campaign. That's the base of the game, and it's great. And it's nice to play those again.
Same thing with like Far Cry. Far Cry 3 had a multiplayer mode, but I didn't buy it for that.
Nobody played that.
No.
It was Left 4 Dead Light.
3 guys. Our producer says
It
it
wasn't
sucks.
good. It's the only trophies I'm missing from Far Cry 3.
Our producer linked
Yeah.
me something. What'd you link me? Is this the Overwatch panel live blogged? Sorry, I shouldn't be doing this.
No.
But there's lots of info in here.
Good podcast.
Oasis is set in the Arabian desert.
That's okay.
Gotcha.
You can use that Benduin Genji skill.
Gotcha.
There's a jump pad in that map.
What does it do?
The jump pad allows for some hilarious interactions
Everybody knows who to jump pad
with certain hero abilities, including McCree's ultimate, which means you could presumably get on a jump pad and
use your ultimate back onto the jump pad. Just
it's fly noon.
all right.
That's been the Mixed Pixel Podcast, everybody. Seriously, that's the end of the episode.
It's the part where I stand up and walk away like.
We hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been actually a really great time sitting here. We had a lot to talk about Overwatch. It was mostly Overwatch centric episode. If anyone's not interested in Overwatch, I'm sorry. If you are not, why aren't you? playing Overwatch.
Yeah, give it a shot. It's a very well balanced, very entertaining game.
Fantastic game. Leave a comment down below. Are you excited for Sombra? Are you gonna hate the fact that there's no longer stacking in quick play? You got to be segregated to no limits mode with all the other jabronis. I was gonna say no limits mode, Rob, is gonna probably be a shit show because now that quick play is just single hero limit only.
No limits will all be hero stacks.
Yeah, no limits. Every match will just be stacks, basically.
Yeah.
Just call the mode stacks. Lay's brand stacks.
On stacks.
Tweet us if you have any questions about how we do things. You can let us know how we're doing in general. You can also do that in the comment section down below. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/amixedpixel. You can find us on Twitter at the same handle, @amixedpixel. You can find me on Twitter at Pepperdam. Rob, what are you on Twitter, my friend?
Team's third sniper.
Jose, how about you?
I'm over at Look at My Head.
Look at his head on Twitter. Look at us.
Send us a picture of a high five, and we'll high five you back.
If we're up to it.
I will. I
will.
can do that.
He can touch his hands for free. I want to touch Rosario Dawson's hands for free.